am from a film background family. So my first film was in Tamil. I started with Tamil, I did Telugu, I did Kannada. Then finally, Vinyan sir saw a picture of me in a Kannada magazine. That is when he came in search of me to Tirchi when I was shooting for a Tamil film. And he said, you have a very Malayali face. The look is very, the authentic Malayali girl type. So I want you to play the role of, Yakshi in this film. And that is when he narrated this story. And I found it very interesting. And Malayalathle, horror is a genre which is celebrated. And I thought that, I should give a try because I have been playing a college girl role and urban girl, but to tone down that and come to a very homely get-up and very, in Yakshiyum Njaanum, she's worn only, the pavade downies, things like that. It's a very urban, not an urban, it's a very countryside kind of a character. And I had fun playing it. So it was a different makeover for me, and plus it was a new kind of character for me to play. So that is when, I decided I should play that. And actually, cinema entry because it was totally out of the blue for me. Sudden night or entry cinema. Being a Kannadiga, people expected me to start off with Kannada films. But I think I surprised and shocked a few people when I did a Tamil film first. So after that, I never thought that next I will do Telugu. Tamil I did Telugu, then I came to Kannada, and after that I came to Malayalam, so nothing was planned. And I always thought if I get a Malayalam film, I'll do it. And I got a very, very good film, and it's given, Yakshiyum Njaanum has given me one of the best recognitions in South. So even today if I go to Chennai or elsewhere and I say I've done a Vinyan film called Yakshiyum Njaanum, they're like, oh yeah, that film, we've heard about it. So it's given me that kind of a lift in my career. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Ippo vare njan played cheyda oru valare challenging character is Rasya, and one of the films, or a film not just for entertainment but also for a very strong message. And ee padathile my character Rasya, I have two different get-ups in the film, and two extremely, they are so different that you cannot connect each other, but there is a connection between them, and how they are connected, and what is the reason for them to have been separated like this. That is what forms Raghuvinde Swantam Rasya. What happened and how did it happen, why did it happen, that is what Rasya is about. So Ende character one is of a girl who is on the streets of Ernakulam, who has no idea what she's doing, and she's mentally or unstable or character. And the other one is extremely or energetic or that lively, bubbly, or a very sweet and a very understanding girl, angane or character. So how these two merge in the end forms Rasya. Yakshiyum Njaanum, adu genre different genre our film. It's a horror story, and with of course love based horror story, but Rasya it is an out and out love story. And in Yakshiyum Njaanum, I play a ghost, and she comes back for revenge. There is a lot of there's a lot of that violent rage in her. That's a very mature character. But in this, she plays a very young, she's a very young girl who has, who has got a lot of life. She's faced a lot of things at a very young age in her life. So, this film. But both the films are entirely different. Leaving the genre, even the making of the film and the kind of script we have made for the film, the kind of screenplay we have made, and the whole entire subject itself is different, and they belong to two different categories on the whole. I like each and every frame of Rasya. It's one of, because I know the kind of physical or the kind of mental efforts I have gone through to make each and every frame look like the way it is. But I can't really pick out my favorite, because the whole film, it's like, it's one picture, so that whole thing becomes my favorite. But I have one very memorable incident which took place was when I was shooting for the Tambrane song. Vinyan sir said, just stand on the road. We had a very small camera. We were shooting a still camera. So he said, you know, people should not know that we are shooting because that will create a crowd. Just go stand in between the signal, start dancing on the road. And everybody, I was very, very skeptical, you know, initially. I said, sir, illa sir, they'll think I'm a real pran here, you know, I'm mad, I'm dancing on the road. He's like, no, you're mentally unstable, you don't know what's happening, you are just dancing on the road. I actually stood in between the signal without anyone knowing it's shooting, and everybody thought I was actually mad. They were yelling at me saying, hey Prandi, avadapo, why are you standing there? And even though it was very embarrassing, I just had to finish my work. That was one very memorable incident which took place.